Good morning, everyone. It's Amanda here, and today I'm bringing you a quick bronzy pink lip look for summer. I just got out of the shower, wet hair, did a little top knot on the top. I like in the summer to be really easy and quick and bronzy. So keep watching if you want to get a nice summer look and also hear about some of the products I've been using. So some of the products I've been using lately and some of my staples for summer, just picked this up recently. This is Chi Keratin Leave-In Conditioner. This is amazing if you have a week at the beach. Definitely throw this in your bag. I think I got this at TJ Maxx for like $10 or $15. So it is a little bit more expensive, but if your hair feels dried out from the salt water or the pool, that is amazing. And you just need a couple of pumps and then brush it through really well. Also important to protect your scalp and hair at the beach. So this is something that I have been a staple in my collection for a while. This is Aveda Sun Care. It's called their Hair Veil. So it actually has UV filters to protect your hair. It has a really kind of refreshing scent as well. So I always spray this in my hair at the beach and then try to wear a hat or something like that. I couldn't find this on their website, so I did find it on Amazon. So I'm not sure if they stopped making it, but this is another good one. If there's another product that you found that's similar, let me know in the comments. I've also been trying to switch to more toxin-free products. So I'm using a new deodorant from Essential Oils. It's their lavender deodorant. So this is aluminum-free. It doesn't have any of that bad stuff linked to cancer and all that kind of stuff in antiperspirants. So I really like this one. They also make it in a spray, but I got that in the cream and I've been liking that. If you're like me, if you have fine hair or thinner hair, it's hard to go in between washes. So especially in the summer, if you're sweaty, you feel like you need to wash your hair every day. It's actually bad for your hair to do that. So something where you feel like you need to wash it, but you maybe want to give it a little bit of extra special treatment. This is a Drybar product called Double Standard, and it is a shampoo and conditioner in one. It's like a cleansing foam. So it just gives you that 2-in-1 treatment and is great. And a couple more products I've been using. The Meaningful Beauty line. I just got this Youth Activating Melon Serum. You pat this into your skin. I usually do it right after the shower. It feels really good, and you use this day and night. And then finally, I have been using, if you've been on Instagram at all, you've maybe seen advertisements for this Vega Brow. I'm not sure how you say it. They also have it in the lash. So I did the bundle and got both. So it's the brow and the lash. It's supposed to help grow your eyebrows and your eyelashes. So I'll keep you posted on how that's going. Definitely the brow one I've been using day and night. I've been seeing a difference. The lash one I've been using a little bit more sporadically, so I haven't been seeing much results, but I also haven't been using it. All right, well, that's enough about just products I've been using lately. Let's go ahead and get into the bronzy makeup look. So really important to prep your skin for makeup. So use a serum, moisturizer, especially in the summer. Use an SPF. I really like Olay Whips makes a moisturizer that has SPF in it. If you're like me, you don't really like this heavy kind of SPF on your face before you put on makeup. So that one I think kind of works really well. And for the foundation, I'm using just this tried and true MAC Studio Fix and has SPF 15 in it. So if I'm going to the beach, which I'm going in a couple of weeks, I wouldn't count on that alone. I mean, SPF 15 really isn't enough for at the beach. So I would definitely double up with something underneath my foundation and then reapply with maybe a spray as the day went on. And I just wet my brush a little bit. This is a Sephora brush, foundation brush. Just kind of patting that into the skin. Been using brushes lately a little bit more because I just find the finish is a little bit nicer. I also have a new makeup brush my sister got me. It's like an airbrush finish. So maybe I'll do that on my next tutorial and show you what that brush looks like. I'm still trying to figure it out, so I haven't got it down just yet. So I will wait till I'm a little bit more of a pro at this brush. This new, has batteries in it and everything, and different heads that you can put on it to get a different finish. So just focusing on areas where I'm a little bit more red, like so around the nose. Definitely have some under eye circles. So I was up nice and early this morning for a 7 a.m. yoga class, which has been really great. And always important to blend this down into your neck. Especially in the summer, if your body tends to be a little bit more tan than, let's say, your face, you can always use a shade darker of foundation. Just make sure you really blend it well and blend it into your hairline, especially around your ear. You can even go into your ear a little bit. I'm gonna cover up your earring or take that earring out and into your neck. Another product I usually use, totally forgot to put this on. If you're feeling puffy around the eyes, this is Clinique's All About Eyes serum. I pop this in the fridge, and then it has a roller ball and it feels so nice in the morning. All right, so that is the foundation. If you're going to use any kind of blush or anything like that, a good tip is to, if you're using a cream blush, use that right after you did your foundation. So you kind of almost want to do all of your creams at once and then all of your powders at once. So that's actually, it makes sense, but that's something I recently learned. I would always do my foundation, then like set it with powder, then I'd be putting cream blush on top, and you're just competing with the products at that point. So try not to do that. Try to do all your powders. If you're going to powder, do all of those at once. And I'm looking for my powder, and it has escaped me. It's trying to hide. So we'll maybe end with that. And I'm going to go in with the Too Faced. This is the Peach My Cheeks Melting. So this is a cream that dissolves into a powder. So if you're oily, I really like this one. I need a new one. It kind of, you can tell I've been using this. It definitely need a new one. I'm just going right on the apples of the cheeks for this. And you can smile to find that spot, and just press this into the skin with your fingers. And I usually do a layer of this, do the eyes, and then come back, because my skin tends to absorb makeup quite a bit. So the double layer seems to help. All right, next I'm gonna do eyebrows, because I can't stand to see myself without some eyebrows going on. That's why I'm using that eyebrow booster, because if you're like me in the 90s, you plucked all your eyebrows away. I'm using this Thrives Cosmetics. It's a semi-permanent brow gel in Audrey. So it's a little bit darker than my natural shade, but I seem to like that. So brush up in the front, and then you can always kind of go over. Better. Again, brush up, and I just gave myself a giant glob of brow gel. So you can just use your finger, fix it. It has a lot of product on it, so I try to take a lot of it off by kind of scraping it on the side to avoid that. Brush up and over. And I'm really happy that fuller brows are kind of staying in trend. I think they're just a little bit more youthful looking than these like really tweezed eyebrows. Okay. So that's not perfect. I'll go back and fix that with some powder a little bit later, but I needed to get something on there because I couldn't stand to see it with nothing on. Always use your fingers, or sometimes your best tools. All right, let's get into the eyeshadow look, because that's like the main look for this, the bronzy look that we're going for today. So you can use any palette for this. I like to use this Sultry Anastasia palette I got. It's really pretty. And so I'm going to start with just a base color to get the look going. So I'm going to start with this kind of beigey brownie. It's called Birch. You could use, again, any shade. It doesn't need to be this palette. You do not need to run out and buy this. It could be anything that's just a little bit brown in color to get the look kind of going. And this is actually coming on a little bit darker. These shades are really pigmented. I kind of forgot that. So it's definitely coming on a little bit darker. So no worries. Take a different clean brush and just blend that in. It's another good tip is to have two different brushes on hand. So one is the brush that you're going to actually use to apply, and then the other is a clean brush that you're going to use to blend. Now I'm going to go on the other side. You can already see that's giving some dimension to the eye. I mean, I'm going to take that down onto the lower lash line. And then with the clean brush, just blend that out. And to blend, just can kind of do the windshield wiper or little circles. You just don't want any harsh lines in your eyeshadow. Okay, that's on. So the next thing that we're going to do, I got these two really cool, I guess they're eyeshadow gels from Charlotte Tilbury. I ordered them online. One is rose gold. It's really pretty. It's a little bit lighter than I would have liked. I wish it had a little bit more pigment to it, but I really like this one that I got in Star Gold. So you can kind of see the difference in the color. This is the rose gold and the Star Gold. We're going to use the Star Gold for this bronzy look. You can either use your finger or you can use a brush to get this. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually take the flat end of this brush and push it into that pot. It's definitely creamy. And I'm going to work that all along the lower part of my lid. And it's got this really pretty shimmery effect, but doesn't have glitter. So it's really nice. And you can build this up and make this as intense as you want. So I'm going to kind of take this up a little bit higher. And underneath as well. All right, next we're going to do black eyeliner on the top. You can see how pretty that is. And if you're new to eyeliner, you may want to start with a pencil. And then as you get toward the outer part of your eye, we're going to just take a straight line and then flick it up slightly. So straight out and then flick it up towards, you want to kind of flick it up towards the corner of your eyebrow. Nice. All right, we're almost done. We are going to take, you could use any color for this, but I like a little bit of a pop of color on the lower lash line. So in the waterline, I'm going to take this Lancome Waterproof in Azure. And I just think it contrasted with all the brown and the bronzy on the eyes. It just gives a nice pop of, it's not bright blue. It's just like a turquoisey blue. You can see that. I think it looks really pretty. And then, of course, we need a lot of black mascara to kind of pull this look together. So my favorite mascara lately, I've been using the Thrive Cosmetics Lash Extension Mascara, but I really like this for the summer. It's waterproof. I usually despise waterproof mascara, but I really like this one. It is by Lancome. It is Monsieur Big. So I'll do one eye and kind of show you the payoff that you can get with this. And this has a nice formula. It truly is waterproof. You can go in the pool, the ocean, and it's not going to run everywhere. I can't say that about the eyeliner. Might want to pick up a waterproof eyeliner if you plan on actually swimming with this look on. But the mascara won't go anywhere. So you can see that's one eye. And that's just one coat, so I usually come back in. Now, if you're going out for the night, you might want to put it on the bottom as well. For the day, I do not put it on the bottom. But I also have longer lashes on the bottom, and it tends to drop, even if it's waterproof. So this one, though, it doesn't budge. I'm going to kind of wiggle and pull. All right, so I'm going to set with a little bit of powder. This is just a Maybelline Fit Me powder. Just kind of pressing that in where I need coverage. And then I'm going to take bronzer, and this can be any bronzer. This is actually a Lisa Frank Glamour Dolls matte bronzer. Who knew Lisa Frank had makeup? I remember getting her folders for back to school and just kind of sculpting the face a little bit. And then the key to this bronzy look, take it up into the hairline, because remember, when you go to the beach, where does the sun hit you? So if you think of it that way, that's where you want to apply your bronzer. And then usually for me, it's like right across the nose, because I usually have sunglasses on. So like I try to focus like right there. And then you could obviously be done. If you wanted to glam this up a little bit, you could add a little bit of highlighter. Just kind of blend that in. If you wanted to crank up the eyes a couple notches, you could go into a couple of different things. I have this Bobbi Brown Surf and Sand palette that's fantastic for summer. Really like this one. It's got a lot of, you can see like bronzies and gold colors. So you could always go into one of these darker browns or this gold shade and just add a little bit more on the outer corner. Kind of deepen that in. Always blending, blending, blending. Or if you felt like, I really like that gel, take a little bit more on your finger and pat that in. Something about the finger, I think, gives a little bit more color payoff than the brush. That's looking good. So for lips, you could go a couple of different ways here. You could keep it really neutral on the lips, just maybe a light pink for day. For night, I like to kind of go a little bit glam on the lips. So this is, I can't read this without my glasses. I can't even tell you. But you just want to grab like a hot pink shade. I think this contrasts really nicely with like the brown, smoky, goldy, bronzy eye, having this bright lip. Okay, that is the look for today in about 20 minutes or under. And we talked about products for half of it. So Last thing, perfume. I really like this Victoria's Secret Crush, and it's even in like this old school sprayer. So a couple of spritzes of that, your favorite perfume, and you're good to go. If you wanted to do any kind of facial mist, anything like that, I've got this rose gold and hyaluronic acid facial mist. So anytime during the day your skin's feeling tight, shake it up, you can just kind of spritz. So as I sit here during the day, I always spritz myself with a little bit of that, and you're good to go. So thank you guys for watching. For the hair, I'm just going to let it kind of air dry here. You can always wand it. Be a little bit kinder to your hair this summer. Stay away from heated tools if you can. Let it air dry and then go in with maybe a curling wand if you want some definition. So hope you enjoyed this summer look, and I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you have a great day.